Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Help for the Guiltless. My name, of course, is Antoine. You know, I never went to college. I know, shocker. I didn't want to have the student loans rake me over the coals. I instead decided to try and do something practical, like going to culinary school, where the student loans raked me over the coals. So I kind of got the college experience because you did have to take actual college courses. It wasn't just cooking and everything like that. College English is absolutely horrendous because no one actually knows how to write anything. But that's aside from the point. I am really glad that you don't necessarily need to go to college anymore. They have trade schools and things like that where they teach you actually go into the workforce. And one of the reasons is because of articles like this. New book claims video games perpetuate injustice. You know, there was a game called Injustice: Gods Among Us, but I don't think that they're actually talking about that. Let's strap in because this is going to get stupid. A forthcoming book, written in part by a professor who started an Equality for Gaming lab hashtag, encourages readers to practice woke gaming while warning about video games that perpetuate injustice. What the fuck is woke gaming? Is woke gaming Custard's Revenge, where the woman is actually the one that ties up Custard and she then, attacks him with arrows? Wait, I know. Woke gaming is playing Grand Theft Auto 5 online and only being allowed to play a black character, and every single time you step foot out of your car, the police sirens go off. Wait. Even better. Woke gaming is creating a survival, do not die, don't starve-esque type game based in an alien planet where you have to live underwater to try and, stop an infection from killing you, and then firing one of your developers because they don't believe in the same politics that you do. Is that woke gaming? I don't know. Two of those examples, are ridiculous. One of them actually happened. Who's woke now? The book, however, takes hope in the diverse perspective hidden within gaming culture, which can reveal the power and potential for marginalized communities to resist. Fuck you! I have been a gamer since 1986. My very first system was an NES. I played Super Mario Bros. I've talked about this. My mother was the first person on our block to get to the end boss of Super Mario Bros. I have met hundreds of gamers online. I have talked to thousands of gamers in chat rooms. Diverse perspectives hidden within gaming culture. There is no diverse perspectives hidden within the gaming culture. We're gamers. Race doesn't fucking matter. There are no marginalized communities in gaming. I don't care what Brianna Wu has to say. I don't care what Anita Sarkeesian has to say. Those two bitches don't understand gamers. They want to push an agenda, and they've continued to try and push an agenda to try and line their fucking pockets. Two professors are warning in a forthcoming anthology that video games and gaming culture perpetuate injustice and hurt marginalized bodies. How? If you can explain to me how a digital medium that you don't have any actual interaction with the person you're playing with perpetuates injustice and hurts marginalized bodies, I would love to know. Because as far as I can tell, all you have to do is turn off the game. It's not that hard! Woke gaming. Digital challenges to oppression and social justice. Because of course that's what the fucking book is called. This is not going to change a goddamn thing. This is going to be a textbook that they're going to charge $150 for to hand people in fucking social justice and gender studies courses so that they can perpetuate this more. It has nothing to do with gaming. The book is edited by Kishonna Gray, a professor at Arizona State University, and David Leonard, who teaches classes on social justice and black studies at Washington State University. Because of course he does. Why wouldn't he? He's pushing social justice. Why wouldn't he be pushing oppression and social justice in the gaming industry? I'm sorry, Gamergate was 4 fucking years ago. You have missed the boat, sir. Oh, speaking of Gamergate, from hashtag Gamergate to the 2016 election to the daily experiences of marginalized perspectives, the way gaming is entangled with mainstream cultures of systematic exploitation and oppression is clear. Gray and Leonard write in the book description. Really, it's clear. Clear to who? Who is dumb enough to believe this? Are you kidding me? From Gamergate to the 2016 election. Let me point something out, ladies and gentlemen. When Gamergate started, which I was part of, when it started, we were accused by every social media platform out there of being 40 basement-dwelling trolls just out to harm women in games. And then a few scant years later, suddenly we, as Gamergaters, were responsible for electing Donald Trump. I deal with goalpost moving on a daily basis with some of these morons. That's not goalpost moving, that's goalpost mountain moving, where the mountain itself fucking gets up and runs away. Are you fucking kidding me? I wish it was over. I've already done so much to work myself up, and now I have to continue defending video games from idiots like this. Video games perpetuate injustice and mirror those inequities and violence that permeate society. They continue explaining that video games encode the injustices that pervade society as a whole. Fucking what? Is this woke gaming? Is this what this is? I'm sorry. Grand Theft Auto 5, one of the best-selling video games of all time, has a main protagonist that is black. Can someone explain to me how, I don't know, Dragon Age Inquisition is showing the injustices and mirrored inequities of violence that permeate society? What about Candy Crush? I'm sure that destroying candies in a Bejeweled-esque style game that asks you to spend real-world money in order to continue has something to do with the video games encoding the injustices that pervade society as a whole. What the fuck are they talking about? If you're going to tell me, well, maybe you need to read the book, I'm going to give you the finger, ball you up into a barrel, and then roll you down a construction site like Donkey Kong fucking taught me to do in the 1980s. However, while the book is premised on the contention that video games reinforce racism and sexism, it ultimately seeks to shed light on gamers' strategies for breaking this paradigm. I'm just gonna say it again. How? How does it do this? How do you fucking show that social injustice and injustices that pervade society as a whole is gamers breaking the paradigms of strategies that shed light on the racism and sexism in games? I'm waiting, because as far as I can tell, most games are actually very diverse. On top of that, the player base is very diverse. Now, yes, you're going to come at me and going, but there's no women in the Overwatch League. And? Are there any women that want to be part of the Overwatch League? If there are, and they're good enough to be picked up by a team, guess what? They can play. If they're not better than the male counterparts, then they're not going to play. This is becoming a professional sport. Yes, the video game market is filled with racism and sexism. If you look through the lens of social justice, the movie Jaws can be forced to be shown as a misogynistic, woman-hating killing spree. The growing diversity in contemporary video games, diverseness of gamers, and diverse perspectives hidden within gaming culture reveal the power and potential of marginalized communities to resist, the description adds. Now, we've seen examples of people thinking something is diverse, and it's all just one race. We've seen actual diversity in video games like Grand Theft Auto, again, one of the best-selling games of all time. We've seen diversity in Overwatch, an extremely popular game. We've seen diversity in Candy Crush, another extremely popular game. We've seen diversity in playing things like Thief. We've seen diversity in Assassin's Creed. We have seen diversity in Warhammer. We've seen diversity in WoW. We have seen diversity in League of Legends. We have seen diversity in every fucking aspect of our games. You just don't want to recognize it. The forthcoming book, which will be published by the University of Washington Press, is an official project of Gray's Equity in Gaming Lab, which dedicates itself to marginalized perspectives in gaming. So, the voices that bitch that they got told to get good? Is this what woke gaming is? It's that one black woman who didn't like that Kirby was pink and was eating everything, and it affected her bulimia, that Kirby could eat whatever he wanted and not gain a pound. Her lab's manifesto asks the academic community to take gamers more seriously, urges developers to reduce their use of stereotypes when creating characters, and wants all forms of gaming taken seriously. You know, there's a reason there hasn't been a Leisure Suit Larry game in a very long time. Gaming has been taken seriously. When games like Shadow of the Colossus is being praised as art, games have been taken seriously for a very long time. Reduce the use of stereotypes? Why? Here is a quick response to someone calling you a stereotype. Don't be the stereotype! It's that simple. The reason a stereotype is there is because it's a generalization. If you really want to be the new punk rock, don't be a generalization. Campus Reform reached out to Gray, Leonard, and Arizona State University for comment, but did not receive a response in time for the publication. And the reason that didn't happen is because they don't want to actually have the name put on something that's this fucking stupid. Yes, I understand that they're actually getting the name put on the book, but that means it's being published. It's something that they can proudly say, look, we can use these for our gender studies courses, and we can push these and make money off of it, and we can teach curriculum off of it, and we can brainwash the next group of students that start to come through the university. Gray, Leonard, Arizona State, I want you to listen to me, because I speak for a generation of people who grew up playing this medium. I have had more friends be different colors and different ethnicities, different accent from all around the world because of gaming than anything you would be able to teach in college, because you push an agenda. Gamers, on the other hand, guess what we want to do? Gamers want to play video games. We don't care about race. We don't care about stereotypes. We don't care about injustices. We don't care about marginalized voices. Do you want to know what we care about? Getting to the next fucking experience level so we can level up and kick the living shit out of the next boss. We care about min-maxing our characters to the point that they're so overpowered that we could walk to the first boss that we see and hit it with one shot and take it down. That's what gamers care about. Not this bullshit that you're going to be pushing for this fucking book in these goddamn courses that you think are going to help you. The only thing you're doing is you're indoctrinating students into thinking the exact same way that you are, so they can teach more gender studies courses. If I had anything to say at the very end of this, it would be simply to get fucked and get good. And those are my thoughts, folks. I'd love to know yours. Let me know in the comments. If you like what I do here, please hit like, share, and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, hit that little bell icon so you know when I upload. If you'd like more of me, you can always join me every Tuesday at 4:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where you can join Brockus, Zell, Lo-Fi, and myself for Proper Villains Live. Or you can always join me on my Discord. The links are down below. If you'd like to support the channel, I have links below for Patreon, Maker Support, and a link to PayPal for one-time donations. There's also a link to a very awesome merch store. But with that being said, this has been Help for the Guildless. My name, of course, is Antoine, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.